Hey there, crazy kids. I am the Good Old Gamer, and this is part 2 of my 1,000 subscriber special. And now it's time for me to answer your guys' questions. A lot of questions. So let's just jump on into it. Suck My Pinky 1 asks, could you and Cage do like a couple parts of Borderlands together? You should ask him. Probably not Borderlands because Borderlands is one of those co-op games where you have to basically hang out together around the same levels to play the game, or else the quests get kind of screwed up if you're not keeping up with each other. So I think Minecraft would be a lot easier to just hop on in some multiplayer server and hang out for a while, get some recording of some videos with co-op dialogue. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what they use for voiceover for Minecraft, like Skype or Ventrilo or TeamSpeak or something like that. I don't know. But that would be easy to. That'd be a lot easier to figure out. And I'm up for some co-op gameplay like that in Minecraft. That'd be a lot easier than Borderlands, I would think. Um, so Cage, if you're watching this, if you happen to be watching this, let me know if you got a multiplayer server that you could invite me on to come hang out sometime, and maybe we could do some co-op videos there. That'd be awesome. Never done any co-op with anybody else before, so that'd be kind of neat, I think. But yeah, I don't know about Borderlands though. Uh, um, yeah, I don't know about that. Silverwolf 1652. What is your worst fear? My worst fear would be consciously aware of my impending death. I would rather be asleep when it's time for my time to die than to be aware that I'm going to die. Like, I don't want to be drowning to die. I don't want to be like burning alive. I don't want to be like buried alive or in a car wreck or in a plane crash or whatever, because then you have some moments of being aware that you might die, you know. So I would much rather go out dying in my sleep sometime. Either my heart just goes out, or I die of old age in my sleep sometime, or even going so far as to be like in a coma and never waking up out of the coma or something like that. I don't want to know those last few moments when I'm going to die, because I think that would just be incredibly freaky. Especially if it was something like in plane going down or drowning, something where you're very, very aware of what's going on. That's probably my worst fear that I could think of anyway. Cage848, speaking of Cage, hey there. Sorry if this has been asked before. If it has, I've missed it. What's your computer specs? Computer specs are on my channel page in my profile information, and they happen to be right here because one of my other subscribers mentioned it, copied and pasted basically from my channel page. But yeah, HP DV17 notebook. It's a 17-inch screen laptop, so it's not really one of those nice small portable laptops. It's more or less like a desktop replacement, like I say. Um, I got it mainly for gaming and for watching DVDs and like high definition widescreen DVDs. I can't remember if I got a Blu-ray player on it or not, but I don't have Blu-ray DVDs. I just have the regular ones. Um, but that's mainly what I got it for. I knew it wasn't going to be like a portable laptop you'd take to coffee shops and stuff. I knew it was just going to be at home, but it's a lot more portable than a desktop, so that's why I got it. 2.53 gigahertz Intel Core 2 Duo thing for the processor. 4 gigs of RAM because it takes at least 4 gigs to run Windows Vista 64. Graphics card is NVIDIA GeForce 9600M, and I have 300 gigabytes on my hard drive, give or take a few. I've got about half of that. It was pretty top of the line for a laptop at the time I got it, but it's a couple years old now, so I'm sure there's a lot better out there. But it does everything that I need it to do. All the games I've ever played on it run perfectly smooth, no problems at all. Problems with lag and whatever come in when I record, but as far as just playing the game straight up goes, I've never had any problems. So yeah, it works for me. Um, Mr. Centond, will you ever show your face? No! But I'll give you a cookie anyway. So there you go. There's your imaginary cookie. Haha. Um, Rydia 704, and I'm sorry if I've said that wrong. Are you going to be getting the new Mass Effect 2 DLC on the 29th of March called The Arrival? Um, yes, I am. It may not be right on the 29th. It might be a few days later. Depends on how much money I have at the time. But I get paid that week, next week, at some point. So I'll be getting it sometime next week. I don't know if it'll be right on the 29th or not. It might be a few days later. But I am going to get it sometime next week. It's supposed to be the kind of transitional DLC, as from what I've heard, between Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3. So it kind of gives a little bit of a lead-in into Mass Effect 3, so I'm definitely going to get it. I'm not going to miss out on that. That midget person asks, what is one think that you regret? I think you mean thing. What is one thing that you regret doing or not doing in life? I don't know. I don't really have any like big regrets, anything that I can think of off the top of my head. Not so much as a regret, but it kind of sucks that I'm not in a serious relationship with someone. On every once in a while, I feel that way. Not like today or anything, but most of the friends I have in person here in locally are all, well, the ones of my age anyway, are all married and have families and are all settled down and stuff, and I don't. So it's blatantly obvious to me that I'm missing out on something in that regard, but it's not so much of a regret that I haven't been married or anything like that yet, but it's just one of those things that I notice I'm missing it sometimes. I don't know. It's not a big regret or anything. Whatever. As far as anything else goes on in my life, I can't really say I have any regrets. I mean, life is life. Bad stuff's gonna happen, good stuff's gonna happen. It's all good in one way or another. So yeah. Diecam Studios asks, what scares you the most in games? Jeez, I don't know. I don't really play any scary games other than, I guess, Minecraft would be one of the scary games I play, and that's just because it has a lot of jump scares where you're going through caves or whatever, and all of a sudden there's a skeleton right in front of you or a creeper and you don't see them. What scares me the most in games? I don't know. I don't really get scared a whole lot in games, really, because I don't really play games that are meant to scare me. So the one thing that I'm constantly concerned with, it's not so much of a scare, but it's a concern I have, is that when I'm recording, I don't want the game to crash, because if it does, if it freezes up, if it crashes, Fraps, the program that I use to record, might might screw up the last video that it records, which would make it unusable in my videos, which means I would have to either go back into the game, back a few saves and record, or skip that portion of recording that didn't make it through, and I don't want that. I want continuous gameplay for you guys, so that's a concern, but it's not so much a scare factor or anything. Like I said, I don't really play games that scare me, so yeah. And for you guys watching most of my games that I play, I don't really play too many blind runs of games for you guys. I usually have played out the games beforehand, so I kind of know what comes up. And again, it's like Minecraft is the one that has the unexpected jump scares. So I don't know, unexpected jump scares, I guess. MadJock 888, yeah, okay. Asks, when is our wedding? Never. The 12th of Neva. There you go. Not a big fan of getting married. I know I said earlier that I feel like I missed out on it at some times, but not enough to really be concerned about for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe down the future I might get married to somebody, but I really doubt it's going to be somebody from online. Anyways, nothing personal or anything. The leadery asks, "What's up?" The sky. Max TV asks, "What's the craziest time you have had in your life?" Well, probably right after college. I had some money saved up, and I knew a bunch of people from online, from various forums and stuff, people I've been hanging out with for a long time. And since I had money saved up and I was ready to travel and see some of the world, which only ended up being some states here in the U.S., I spent almost a year, I think it was, traveling from place to place, visiting people that I knew online, visiting them in person, hanging out with them for a while. And I don't know if that was so much crazy as just a really fun time, because I got to spend a year. I'd spent up enough money to spend about a year traveling from place to place, meeting new people and just hanging out. That was fun. I wish I could do that again. I really do. That was fun. Winner's Noob asks, "Are you still a virgin?" No, I'm not. Christufa asks, "Are there any games you're just super excited about being released?" I don't know if I'm super excited about any game being released, but I'm looking forward to Mass Effect 3. Just because I've had experience with Mass Effect and Mass Effect 2, so I can't wait to play Mass Effect 3. I wouldn't say I'm super excited about it, but I'm definitely interested in it. Looking forward to that. That's going to be good times. Can't really think of any other games coming out that I'm all that interested in. I don't know what game past Mass Effect 3 I would be interested in, really. But Mass Effect 3 for sure. If not, what kind of game would you like to see created? Well, I don't know. I'm just going to let people come up with games and see what I'm interested in. How's that? Mamaki 1987. "Have you ever been to other countries?" No, I haven't. I've been to plenty of other states here in the U.S. A lot of states here in the U.S., but I've never been outside the U.S., unfortunately. If I did, I'd definitely travel to Australia. Because, like I said before, I love the accents in Australia. Either Australia or New Zealand, one of those two places. But I've never been out of the country, nope. Wish I could, but I've never had enough legitimate reason to bother getting a passport and going through all that. Not to mention I probably haven't really had the money to do that. You mad bra XT asks, "Have you ever tried drugs?" No, I haven't. Can you tell us a crazy story from when you were a kid, like a fight story or a party story? Well, back when I was in middle school, 7th or 8th grade, I don't remember for sure, there was this bully in our class, and he was trying to... He'd been bullying me and a few other kids for the better part of the school year by that point, and there was this one day where he was just after me all day, and it was like right after school, and I'd just gotten fed up with him, and I was a geek in school, nerd in school. I still am, really, but I just remember getting so fed up with him. I just took one of my textbooks, I don't remember what it was, probably a science one or something. It was a big hefty book, and he was just yelling at me and doing all this crazy crap, trying to bring me down, insulting me, and the whole works. And I just turned around and I was going to walk away, and he kept on doing that. And he tried to grab my shoulder and turn me back around to face him. And when he did that, I just held on to that big old book that I had, that big old textbook, and I just swung back and just hit him across the side of the head with it as hard as I could. And man, and he was not expecting that at all, because I'm not a violent person. I would just rather just leave. I would just rather turn, walk away, and leave. I'm not a fighter. But man, that book just hit him right across the side of the head, spun him around. I, I know I didn't hit him hard enough to do any big damage, but I think just the surprise of it, just stunned him, just shocked him, because I don't think anybody had ever faced up to him like that. Wasn't enough to really hurt him too much, I don't think. But he was just shocked that anybody would do that, and I was ready to do it again when, at that time, one of the teachers or one of the administrators or whatever of the school came up and basically just told him to leave and told me don't do it again, but they weren't, the teacher or whoever it was wasn't mad at me for doing it, because they knew that this kid was such a bully to a bunch of kids. And I don't know, that bully never bothered me again, never bothered my friends again either. He tried to a couple times after that, and I just grabbed hold of a book, and when he saw me do that, he just left, and that was, I don't know, that was something memorable from my childhood that I'll always remember. I don't know if it was really much of a fight, but I just clocked him with that textbook, man. That was something else. How old were you when you lost your virginity? I was 20 or 21. I think I was 20. I might have just turned 21 though. I think I was 20. I don't know. It was 20 or 21, something like that. And it was not nearly as good of a time as the movies and other forms of media would have you suggest. Yeah, it was not nearly the fun time that I was hoping it would be. Anyways, Suck My Pinky One has more questions. More questions. What ticks you off the most in games other than griefing? Fortunately, griefing doesn't tick me off personally, because I'm not in multiplayer games really to do that. That's just more of a peripheral kind of thing. I know what goes on, and just the concept of it annoys me. But what ticks me off in games? Oh, I don't know. I guess what annoys me most in games is watching the character I'm playing not fulfill his potential. Like in Fallout 3. Fallout 3 is a perfect example. My character of Sam in Fallout 3 will attack in VATS, and whatever part of the body of the enemy he's attacking, he'll have a 95% chance to hit. He'll take 3 or 4 shots, and I'll sit there and watch him miss all 3 or 4 shots with a 95% chance to hit. Now, I can understand missing 1 shot, or even missing 2 shots, but missing all of them with a 95% chance to hit and he misses, that annoys me to no end. Especially when I'm out of VATS and I can take another shot or 2 and kill the enemy he was going after anyway. VATS is supposed to be better! And it happens in other games too, especially RPGs, where fights like that are out of your hands, more or less, and it's up to the game to decide what your attacks end up doing and all that. That can get annoying when you know your character can do something and they don't for whatever reason. So that's what annoys me the most, I think. What ticks you off the most in real life? Basically, the people who have the same mindset as the people who grief in multiplayer games. The people who are self-centered, the people who have no concern for the other people around them. And maybe I'm a little jaded in this respect, but I work in retail, and I see this all the time. I see it all the time. Like today, I was working at a speedy checkout, 20 items or less. Every other customer had more than 20 items, and I'm not talking about like 21, 22, 23. I don't care if you have that. you can be a few items over the limit, whatever, it doesn't bother me. I'm talking about 40, 50, 60 items. And this is every other customer coming through. That annoys me. They have no concern other than they want to get out of the store and they don't want to walk another 2 or 3 feet to the next register. They want to be closer to the car, blah, blah, blah. They don't care about the people behind them. You know, they don't, let alone me as the cashier trying to get their items out. And because they have 40, 50, 60 items or more, I have to hurry that much faster to try and get them through so that the people who actually follow the rules can actually get through on a decent amount of time. And that's not the only example. I see it all the time. I see people just so in their own little world, so self-absorbed, they don't have any concern for the people around them. It happens a lot at work because I notice it more at work, but it happens outside of work too. People driving will go out on the roads when there's crappy weather in cars that they know can't handle the roads in crappy weather, snow and ice and whatnot. They'll still get on the road. They'll still mess around, bald tires and everything else. And they'll still try and cut you off. They'll still go faster than the speed limit, even on snow and rain and whatever else. It's annoying when people don't have concern for their fellow human beings. It just drives me up the wall. Now, I'm an introverted person, so I'm not big on being around other people, and I can understand just trying to get by, and just trying to keep the world away, but I at least have compassion for those around me, and I try not to make it hard on other people, whether they're at work or just, around me. I try and keep other people in mind, but so many people don't, and it's annoying. It drives me nuts. But anyways, last question here. Do you know any of your subs by their YouTube names? I know quite a few. The ones that either comment the most or the ones that happen to make videos similar to mine that I watch, like Cage848, Mamaki 1987, Kriana. The Mind Fiend is a really, really good person to leave feedback on my videos. Love his comments on my videos. He makes me laugh all the time. You, Suck My Pinky One, you've commented quite a lot lately, so I remember you. WizBuzz used to when I first started. I don't see him around anymore, though. I don't know if he still watches my videos or not. But if you comment a lot of my videos and you provide interesting comments to my videos, not just random stuff like first and that sort of thing, then I'll remember your names a lot more. Especially since so few people do comment on my videos. It helps when I have that few of a participating audience that I can remember your guys' names that much more. I'm sure if I ever get more popular, I can't imagine how I got 1,000 subscribers, but I'm sure as time goes on it'll be more difficult for that to happen, but I do remember most of my viewers, the ones who do participate in stuff, by their YouTube names, yeah. Kriana! Hey Kriana, how's it going? What is your most memorable gaming moment in your YouTube experience? Probably when I was trying to set up a minecart track in Minecraft. I didn't research it ahead of time. I didn't try and prep for it or anything. I just went off memory and what I thought it should do. I tried to set up a minecart booster, and that didn't work. And then because that didn't work, I tried to set up a regular powered minecart to push my minecart, and that didn't work because I didn't realize that you had to put the coal in the powered minecart and then jump over it to your cart, because that's totally counterintuitive to what it should do, but whatever. And I didn't know how to set up the booster right, so I think that was probably the most memorable moment, simply because my audience at the time who watched that video, or those videos, whatever it happened to be, wouldn't let me forget about it. I really appreciate those who tried to help, but a lot of them just said, "Oh my God, I couldn't stand to watch this video. You were doing it all wrong. Why?" So that's probably the moment I remember the most because I wasn't sure how to do that stuff, and my audience wouldn't let me forget it. Silverwolf1652 again asks, "Can you show us your face?" No, but you can have a cookie too. Here's your invisible cookie. Hope you like it. The Mind Fiend asks, "If you were not the good old gamer, but merely one of his subs, what question would you like to ask him, and what would his answer be?" How would I know what his answer would be if I weren't him? Yeah. My answer would be, why am I not, or my question would be, why am I not you? And my answer would be, because then I wouldn't make a good evil twin, I guess. I don't know. Whilst playing Minecraft, what did you build that you were most pleased with? Well, for you guys, what you've seen, probably my little dirt home thing that I made in my Grooving with Minecraft personal world thing. Not that I did a whole lot to it, but I like the design of it. Um, the one I'm most proud of, though, is the little structure the little home that I made in the small multiplayer server that me and a few real life friends used to hang out in. I don't really hang out in there anymore, but it was a nice little sandstone home. And then I had a nice greenhouse, sandstone and glass greenhouse for wheat and sugar cane or reeds. And then I made a nice little sandstone and cobblestone bridge that I was really proud of. But you guys haven't seen that. I might hop on the little server and make a quick video showing you guys that. I don't know. But that'll be later if I do. But from what you guys have seen, I definitely like the dirt home that I made in the Grooming with Minecraft in my personal world. Don't really care for the base that I ended up making in the single player world for my Let's Play world. That was more of a crazy had to do kind of thing. I ended up in the shelter my first night or two, and then I just never ended up leaving. Because it was a snow world to start, and so moving away from spawn was not really that great of an option. And then I had to move the mountain away from the shelter once I got that built up, and I wasn't overall pleased with that. But anyways, GoFobo, I don't know, whatever. What was your favorite thing to do as a kid? My favorite thing to do as a kid was play checkers on the internet. Yahoo Checkers, I think it was, or chess, something like that. Because back when I was a kid, that was brand new, like in 97. Well, I guess I was in high school then, maybe. But the internet was brand new, and being able to not only play a game online back then was a novelty, but being able to, in Yahoo games, in the checkers and stuff that you could play back then, you could chat as you played. There was a little chat window, text chat, and that was a crazy novelty to talk to someone back then across the world or whatever. So that was my favorite thing to do, probably. Mostly because I got to do it in school when I was done with whatever homework I had to do. I was crazy fast when it came to homework and stuff. I was, like I said, I was geek and nerd, and school was easy back then. So I got my homework done, and I had a lot of free study time, so I got to be able to be on the computer and check out the internet stuff. That was pretty fun. The internet was so new back then. That was the good old days. Way before YouTube and stuff. Brooks Who Too asks a bunch of questions. So, I forgot one more. Sorry about that. I forgot the other question. What is your favorite thing to do now? What I'm doing now, making YouTube videos. That's a very fun hobby. I like to do that. I spend a lot of time doing it. I'm glad I like to do it. This these kind of videos are probably my favorite ones to make, answering your guys' questions, interacting with you guys. I like to do that the most. I think it's pretty fun. Brooks Who 2 asks, are you interested in any MMO games? No, not really. No. I was never interested in MMOs up until DC Universe Online came around. And then I was interested in that for a while until I actually started playing it. And then I found out whatever I did in the game doesn't really matter. I mean, you can complete quests and stuff, but the people you just got done fighting are still out there killing other people and messing with the world, so whatever effect you've had doesn't really have an effect. So that bums me out, and no, I'm not interested in MMOs, and I'm not going to be again for a long time, I don't think. And the biggest reason I was interested in DC Universe Online was the superhero aspect. Hanging out with Superman, Batman, and all the rest of them. That seemed really fun. But the whole MMO as it is, no. I'd much rather play co-op games than play MMOs, straight up MMOs. To be honest, I'd rather hang out with a small group of people and complete a co-op game, essentially what is single player with a couple friends, where you do have an effect on the world that changes the gaming world, and you can continue on like Borderlands or Diablo 2, maybe some of the co-ops in like some of the Splinter Cell games, those kind of things I would play. I wouldn't mind playing multiplayer, but not an MMO. I don't like the formula at all. I don't like the fact that your quests do nothing to change the world. Because then it ends up being a grind fest and raids. Woohoo! All my friends who play WoW, just all they talk about are raids, killing the same bosses over and over again, going for loot and experience. It's a grind fest, and I'd rather not. So yeah, not interested in MMOs really. What college did you go to? I went to a couple of them. South Dakota School of Mines and Technology my first year, and South Dakota State University my second year. Couldn't figure out what I wanted to do in college, so I never finished. I had a couple different majors going on, and I really couldn't decide on what to stick with, so I didn't. First year I went with computer science, decided I didn't want to do that when I found out there was better than 3 different levels of calculus to have to go through. Second year I went into journalism as my major, and then I realized I didn't really want to do that at the time. I wanted to write novels and stories and whatnot, and I didn't really want to write for the news, so that I lost interest in that. And then from there I couldn't really figure out what I wanted to go for, so I stopped before I wasted too much money and time. What is your favorite restaurant? Perkins is pretty good. I like Perkins. There's a couple local restaurants I like, but you guys probably have no idea what they are or anything. One is Guadalajara's Mexican restaurant. Love the food there. Any of the food there is good. I've never had any bad meals there. It can be kind of expensive at times, but it's definitely good stuff. And another one is Lucky 13's, I think it's called. It's a local pub, I guess they call it, but it has good food in it. It's also expensive, but it has pretty good food there too. What is your favorite food? Yeah, I already mentioned that, I guess. When you were a kid, what was your dream job? Well, when I was a kid, my dream job, what I wanted to do was work in Starfleet in Star Trek. I thought that would be pretty awesome to work on a Starfleet ship. It didn't have to be like the Enterprise or anything like that. It could have been any of them. I just thought it'd be cool to be a Starfleet officer. Didn't really have any plans as far as like a real job goes, but I always thought that would be pretty cool. I don't know, radio show host maybe. I think I used to dream about that as my dream job. Similar to this, I guess, what I do now as a hobby, I guess, but anyways. The Ellis Kingdom asks, What can you say to a new commenter for getting more subs? My suggestion would be not to worry about getting subs at all. Uh, because when you start to worry about that, then you're going to always be disappointed. It's never going to be enough, and you're going to get bummed out. I know, especially starting off. I never worried about subscribers. Never worried about my subscriber count. I still don't worry about my subscriber count. I only use the number as a means to give you guys opportunities to interact, to participate in what I'm doing with these Q&As and whatever else. And I think most of you seem to be a lot more interested in my subscriber count than I am, but I've never been interested in the subscriber number because your subscriber number isn't going to matter. It's not. It's your viewers that are going to matter. It's the people that comment on your videos, the people that like your videos, the people that favorite your videos, the people that get something out of your videos that matter. It's not the number, and it's not. I don't know. I've never been big on like bringing subscribers in. I just put my videos out there, and they watch what they're going to watch, and if they like what they see, they'll subscribe, and so they can get more. And so I don't worry about it. What I would suggest for a new person making new videos with commentary and whatnot is to just have fun with what you're doing, to enjoy what you're doing, and to basically to do it for yourself over everything else. Do it because you want to. Do it because you're having fun doing it. Do it to provide something maybe you think isn't out there. I never thought I would have 1,000 subscribers that I do now, simply because what I'm providing, I don't see a lot on YouTube of. I don't see a lot of people focusing on showing entire games like I do. Especially the long games like I do. You know, I have 300 some videos on Fallout 3 as it is, and I'm still not done with this stupid game yet. 250 videos on Mass Effect, 200 or 320 something I think on Mass Effect 2. Just the original Let's Play, not counting the new series I started for that. I never thought that many people would want to watch those kind of series all the way through, because on YouTube it seems like everybody has the attention span of a fly. You got to skip everything but just the main points of the game. So yeah, I mean, people watch my videos because that's what I provide. I provide a full game to them. I don't skip a lot of stuff. So and maybe for you it's something different. Maybe, I know for you specifically, the LS Kingdom, I've seen some of your videos and they deal with Minecraft, so maybe you want to show things off that you build, or maybe give tips and tricks on how to survive better in Minecraft or something. I don't know. But whatever it is that you want to provide, just do it for yourself first. Make videos that you want to watch, and then other people are bound to watch them. There are so many people on YouTube, millions and millions of people on YouTube. Somebody's bound to find your videos. I mean, I have never self-promoted my videos, never done sub for sub or anything like that. And 1,000 people have found my videos. And not only that, you got to think even more people than that have found my videos, and just that many have subscribed and looked forward to more videos. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about subs. I'd just make videos that you want to watch yourself, and other people are bound to want to watch them. You don't have to worry about subs, because there are so many people on YouTube. Somebody's going to find your videos. Somebody's going to like them. Somebody's going to enjoy them. Somebody's going to get something out of them. Whatever it is you provide. Especially when it comes to gaming videos, The good thing about gaming videos is, at least in my respect, is that from my point of view, gaming videos are good because the game can provide stuff when you can't. If you can't come up with something to say, just play a game that has a lot of dialogue, or has a lot of cutscenes, or has a lot going on, so you don't have to say anything, and that'll carry your videos for you. Minecraft has a lot of that going on. Put on enemies and you'll have a lot going on. But first and foremost, make videos that you want to watch. Because if you don't want to watch them, who else is going to want to watch them? And if you watch them, then, who else needs to? Somebody will. Somebody's bound to. So, yeah. Anywho, Sly Guy 103 asks, could you come on me and my friend's server? I could. I'll be mentioning it later once I get started after a while into my new Minecraft series, Sam's Minecraft Adventures. Not right off to start, but later on I'll be letting you guys know when you can send me invites to servers, and I'll go check them out for a video or two and hang out for a little bit. I think that would be fun. But a couple things before you go ahead and invite me to your guys' servers, if you're going to do that. Make sure you have permission from whoever runs the server. I don't want you just blindly inviting me on just because you happen to be on the server, because then it would get you and I probably in trouble. So make sure you have the permission from whoever runs the server, and that way they can put me on the whitelist if there's a whitelist and all that good stuff. Keep in mind that when I come to you guys' servers, it's only for a little while, an hour maybe, or two at most. I'm not going to be coming in to settle down or anything, because I've got so much other stuff to do. I can't really settle down on a server, but I'll come to hang out, to tour what you guys have built, see what's going on. That'd be kind of fun. Maybe make a video or two if you want me to. That'd be fun. But definitely get permission from whoever runs the server before you invite me, just so we're on the up and up with everybody. Momo951 asks a bunch of questions. Do you look at porn? No. I don't go out looking for porn, no. I've been on the internet since 97. 97? Yeah, I think 97, whatever. So I've seen it online before, but you can't hardly be online 5 minutes without stumbling across it anymore, it seems like. But I don't go looking for it, no. Do you have any of the Elder Scrolls games? I have Morrowind and I have Oblivion. I have Morrowind for the Xbox and Oblivion for the PC. I played quite a bit into Morrowind, but I never finished the game because the journal, it seemed like it got so filled up that I couldn't keep track of quests and stuff, so I got lost and eventually just quit. I haven't played much into Oblivion. I've only gotten as far as getting out of the jail in the beginning. So I might play Oblivion for you guys before I'm done Let's Playing altogether. But I haven't really played into it myself personally, no. But I do have it. Do you like Macs? Yes, I haven't had a Mac in a long time. I used to have the original iMac, the very first generation of iMacs back when they came out. I don't remember when that was. 98 or something like that. Anyway, I used to have the very first original iMac when it came out. That was the first computer that I personally bought with my own money. That was pretty nice. But I haven't had a Mac since then, so yeah, it's been a long time. But I do like them. I think they're cool. But I don't have one. Have you got iTunes? Nope. No, I don't. The only music I listen to, besides what's in my car radio, is Pandora. I listen to that from my phone. Pandora, that's pretty cool. But I don't have iTunes. I don't buy songs on iTunes or anything. I just listen to the radio, one way or another. Are you fat? No, I'm not fat. Yes, I am fat. I don't know, somewhere in the middle there. Not fat, not like skinny bones, but I'm not fat either. What kind of question is that anyway? That's a bit rude and inconsiderate, and what does it matter one way or the other? Whatever. Are you looking forward to Portal 2, and do you have the original Portal? No and no. Never played Portal, so I have no interest in Portal or Portal 2 because I don't have it. So yeah, I don't know why I've never played Portal. I just never have. Never had a reason to, I guess. I don't know. Not big on puzzle games or something. It looks cool. I don't have anything against it. I just have never played it. Not Jared T asks if you could have one wish, what would it be? If I could have one wish, I would wish that money would no longer be an object. I don't want like millions and millions of dollars or anything, but it would be nice to be able to just pay my bills, have enough money to live on, and not worry about it anymore. That would just be nice. I hate I hate how I have to be concerned about money. I have to be concerned about making sure my bills get paid. I have to be concerned about, do I have enough money to buy gas next week to get for my car to go to and from work? Do I have enough money to buy food next week, or do I have enough am I going to have enough money to pay my bills on time? Am I going to get paid on time? It's annoying to have to worry about money. I don't need a lot of money, but it would be nice to have money to get my bills paid, to live on, and not have to worry about it. I hate living paycheck to paycheck, so that kind of sucks. Yeah. But anyways, looks like that's all of the questions. Wow, there was a lot of them this time. That's cool. Let's reload just to make sure no others have snuck in. Doesn't look like it. So yeah, there you go. Been another Q&A. I've answered all of your questions so far, it looks like. So we'll look forward to this again in another 100 subscribers or so. So look forward to that. Thanks for watching, boys and girls. I'm the Good Old Gamer. And bye for now.